Week 10 is in the books, and what a week it was. LSU's dramatic overtime win over Bama, quite a statement game for Brian Kelly and for the LSU Tigers. Now, in the short term, this puts LSU in the driver's seat for the SEC West and the right to face Georgia in the SEC championship game. When we shift to the long term, some people are actually saying this is the end of the Nick Saban dynasty. I don't think that is true at all. Let's take a step back. Alabama has lost 2 games this year. Now, for most schools, getting through Week 10 and having 2 losses equals a pretty good season. Obviously, for Bama, that's a disappointment. But disappointment does not equal the end of the dynasty. What Nick Saban is going to do is make some adjustments in the offseason. He's going to make some coordinator adjustments. He's going to make some disciplinary adjustments. And Bama's going to be just fine. So don't get thrown into the hype that somehow this loss means Bama is over, the dynasty's done, Nick Saban's retiring. None of that's true. They're having a disappointing year, absolutely, but they are far from over. Now, the second most notable game of the week, also in the SEC, a bit of a disappointment, Tennessee at Georgia. A lot of people thought this would be a lot closer. Some people even said Tennessee would win this game. I stand by my original statements from several days ago where I said that Tennessee is just not quite there yet. I think it's going to be another season or 2 before they're ready to seriously challenge Georgia in the SEC East. Georgia, though, looked great. A lot of people said early on this could be the new 85 Bears as far as dominance. I don't know if that's true yet, but Georgia looked outstanding on Saturday. Another notable game, Texas at Kansas State. If you like the Big 12 gauntlet, this was a game for you. The Longhorns get a close win in Manhattan, and that propels them to second place in the Big 12. If they win, they are in the Big 12 title game. A lot of people did not see that coming. Pay attention next week to TCU at Texas. That is going to be a huge, huge game. The fourth game of note on Saturday, a very, very quiet win by the University of North Carolina. Mack Brown has the Tar Heels looking very strong in the ACC. They are undefeated in conference play, sitting at 5-0 with an 8-1 overall record, and no one is talking about them. And that's exactly the way Mack Brown likes it. Don't be surprised if North Carolina ends up winning the ACC, especially after watching Clemson's very subpar performance against Notre Dame. Another game of note on Saturday that no one saw coming, Houston at SMU. 140 total points scored in that game as SMU picks up the victory 77-63. When I saw the score for the first time, I thought it was a basketball game. Now, in this matchup between the Cougars and Mustangs, there was over 1,300 yards of offense. There were 65 first downs, and it was just like PlayStation football on steroids. Now, offensively, you can't give enough credit to either of those teams. Amazing performances by both Houston and SMU on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, though, absolutely horrendous. Now, overall, Week 10 is a return to form for college football. There was a lot of entertaining games, some instant classics, and some eye-opening results. And it sets up what could be a very important Week 11 in both the Big 12 and the SEC. In any case, I hope you enjoyed your weekend of college football. Have an excellent start to this week. I'll be back in a few days to talk a little bit more about Week 11. This is Kevin in Texas saying God bless each and every one of you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.